Good morning, friends. Welcome to today's topic Java program to read all types of data using scanner class. And myself, K. Srikant, the associate professor working in Department of CSCA and ML at Fullared Engineering College, Karnool. And you can contact me using the email kapsc.srikant@gmail.com or srikant.ecs@gprec.ac.in. Hope you are all following the videos that I have created till now. In the last video, we just come to know how to use println methods to write different formats of outputs to the monitor, where we combine text and the values of variables in print and println syntaxes. Hope you enjoyed the video and you gained some knowledge how to write the Java program and how to divert the outputs to the monitor using system.out.print and system.out.println. We also created a video where we introduced the scanner class, the use of scanner class, where the scanner class is available, and what are the methods that are part of scanner class to read different types of data. And in this video, I like to write a Java program which reads all types of data using scanner class. And it is very much important to read all types of data in the real time problem solving. Hope you enjoy this video and gain knowledge to read all types of data using scanner class. If you gain knowledge, try to subscribe the channel, like the video, give comments. In the comments, better you write the video I need to create so that I can create the video according to your requirement. Thank you for your patience learning and motivation to create more videos in my channel. So without any delay, we just jump into the topic to write a Java program to read all types of data using scanner class. So in this, I have pinpointed the important points related to scanner class so that I can write a Java program easily to read all types of data. So the first thing, the scanner class, it is available in a package called java.util, and we need to import it to work with scanner class. The second step, we need to create the object to the scanner class, and the object is here is sc and the class is scanner. So if you are creating object, it means that you are creating memory in the heap by using new keyword, and you are using the class name, and the parameter is system.in, which is the standard input device keyboard. So using this line, you are able to connect to the keyboard. And to read different types of data, we have nearly 10 methods to read different types of data. And we all know that there are 8 primitive data types in Java language, and for every primitive data type, one method is given. So we have byte data type, where we can read the byte using next byte method, and it can be called by using the object of scanner class sc. Similarly, we have short data type, where we can read the short value by using next short, and it can be called by using the object of scanner. And we have integer data type, int data type, and we have a method called nextInt to read the value from the keyboard using the object of scanner. Similarly, we have a long data type, and the method is nextLong to read the value, and it can be called using the object of the scanner sc. And we have two floating data types, one is float and double, and we have two methods, next float and next double, which can be called by using the scanner object sc. And next we need to read a character, single character, and it is done by using two methods. One is next, which reads a single word, and in that I need the first character. So the method is caret of 0. So don't forget A is capital. So in this case is D, F. The second word first letter is the capital one, and it is a convention to write a method in Java language. And we have one more method called boolean, test boolean, where we can read boolean value. So these are all primitive data types, 8 primitive data types, and we have two more methods, next line and next, which reads non-primitive data types, that is string. So to read a single word, a string, we can go with next. If you want to read a line of words, go with next line. So to write a Java program, so this information is to be memorized, and it to be kept in mind while writing the Java program. Hope all the points are clear to you. So now I like to open the Eclipse, search for Eclipse IDE for Java developers. So we already created a video how to install Eclipse IDE. If you are unable to download and install it, try to go through the video and complete the process. It is recommended to write Java programs using Eclipse IDE because most of the industries they prefer to write code in IDEs, and one of the most popular IDE is Eclipse. Great. So in this video, I like to introduce how to write a Java program in Eclipse IDE. So first of all, every Java program in Eclipse IDE is treated as a project. So further, go to File menu, select New, and select Java project. And the project name is, so we need to give project name. So let us assume the project is Srikanth Tech Talks. So no need to create module info.java file. It is already deselected, and click the button finish. Great. So here the JR is not created. One second. While creating the project, I need to get JRE folder, but which is not happening here. What I am checking. Okay, now it is created. Okay, there is some issue. I just explained what happened. I just remove this project which is not needed now. The project, select to delete on the disk. It, it, this project also. I also delete this so that I can start from the scratch. Great. So this is the home window. So go to file menu, go to new and select Java project. So by default, it is selected Java SC21, but in our system, it is JDK 17. I am selecting JDK 17. And we need to mention the project name. I just mentioned the project name has Recon Tech Talks. No need of creating module info.java file. So if there is any selection, you just deselect it and click the button finish. Great, the project is created. So sometimes the project explorer may be closed unknowingly, and you can get it from the window menu. Go to show view and select project explorer, and you can see the window in the left side. In the Srikanth Tech Talks, we have two folders. One is JRE system library, is the library to run our Java programs, and we have one more folder called SRC, which is source Java source files, that is Java source code files. In SRC folder, you need to create a package. Select the SRC, right click it, you get a window where we have new option, and select the option package, and we need to give the package name. So where I write the package name has programs. So we need to create package info.java file. If by default it is selected, you just deselect it and click finish button. Great. So package is created. So in this package, I need a class with main method. So select the package, right click, go with new option, select class, and we get a window. So where we need to give the class name, and we are working with scanner. So I put the class name as scanner demo, where S is capital because the class name should start with capital letter. It is a convention, and we need main method, right? So we just put demo one, scanner demo one, and click finish button. Great. I just increase the font of the text. So for that, go to window, go to preferences, general, appearance, font. In the basic, text font to be edited. Now it is 10. I make it as 20. Great. So this you can see some code is automatically generated in Eclipse IDE. So you have selected a class with name called scanner demo one, and you need a main method. And when you finish, click the finish button. Some lines of code is given to you. So where our as programmer job is minimized to write all these lines of code, and we are working in a package called program. Hope you have followed the process. So to write a Java program, first we have created a Java project, and within SRC folder we have created a package. Within package I have created a class with main method. So now I start writing the program. So the intention of, so I start with comment, single line comment. So it is a program to read all types of data using scanner class. So writing a comment is a good practice so that everyone can understand your purpose of writing a program. So we need a package line. We are working in a package called programs. After package, you need to write the import statements. So I need two import statements. One is system java.lang.system class, which is available in java.lang package. I need one more import for scanner, so which is available in java.util pack. Great. After importing the required packages, go to your class scanner demo one and the main method. So where you need to create the local variables, right? So next job is to have the local variable. So I just create 10 different variables to read 10 different types of data. First I go with byte b dot s int I long l, and we have four integers, byte, short, int, and long. And we have two floats, the float f double d, and we have boolean. B is already used, we go with bl. Great. Then so we have a data type called char, I go with c. So then I need string, I go with two strings, one is s1, the other one is s2. We create write it in next line, right? So that we can have 10 variables, 10 local variables. So and we can read 10 types of data, right? So byte, short, in, long, float, double, boolean, char, and two non-primitive data string, right? So you can see the primitive data type color is somewhat different from the non-primitive data type. The non-primitive data type, it is in black color and it is in brown color, reddish brown, red color. It means that they are primitive data type. Great. So after completing declaration of local variables, the next job is to read the inputs. So we need to read 10 different inputs. So first we ask the user to enter system.out.print. So we ask the user to enter a byte, right? So after reading the statement, he tries to enter a byte, so which I need to store in B. So B equal to, so we forgot to create object for scanner, so that we do it here, right? So scanner sc equal to new scanner, and it needs a parameter system dot create. So here I need to use the object of scanner, that is sc dot, the method is, it is next byte. Great. In the second, and the second input, it is short. I ask the user to enter a short, to some space after colon, so that it is very clear to us to understand it, right? So then the variable I need to store the value is s equal to, the object is sc, and the method, it is next short. Great. So again I want to ask the user to enter an int, an integer. Great. So the variable, it is I equal to sc dot next system dot out dot print enter a long, close the double quotes. So the variable, it is L equal to sc dot next long. Done. Right. So we have read four integers. The next is to read the floating enter float, and the variable, it is f equal to sc dot, the method, it is next float. Great. So system dot out dot print asks the user to enter double is d equal to sc dot the method it is next. We left with so integers and floating values are completed. Now it is to read a boolean, enter a boolean, right? So we have taken the variable as bl equal to sc dot next boolean. Great. So we go with enter a character. So we need to read a character. Then the variable it is c, let's see sc dot next. Here we need to be very careful. There is no next char, right? So we need to use next dot, and there is a method called caret. We need to pass the index, and the index is 0 because we need to read the first character of the word. So next it reads a word, but in general we enter a single character, right? So the next it reads a word. In that word I need the first character, the caret of 0. Great. And at last we need to ask the user to enter a string, right? So we have two strings without a single word and with words, right? Multiple words. So first we go with a single word, right? Sc dot next, which reads a single word, right? So we just ask the user to enter a string with one word, right? Now we ask the user to enter a string with multiple words. Great. And we have a variable called s2 equal to sc dot, there is a method called next line. And we have read all the types of data. Now job is to display the output using system.out.println. I just write all the variable values to the monitor by using system.out.println. First we go with byte. It is a text, so the value is present in a variable. So combine, use a operator plus to concatenate, extend a variable, and the variable it is b. Great. So similarly to write println statement, so the second value it is short, which is available in a variable called s. Great. So similarly we write one more println statement. So we have integer, and it is available in I, the variable called I, right? Is out, system.out.println. So the next it is long plus. Great. Next it is float, which is available, the value is available in the variable called f. Similarly we have double, which is available in. Great. System.out.println. After double we have work with boolean, and the boolean value it is present in bl variable, and Have a character is available. Then have two strings, string with single word, and the variable is the last line, string with multiple words. With full variable it is to that. And the last step is to close the scanner, which is not required, but it is a good practice to close the scanner object by using a method called scanner.close. That's it. So my Java program, it is completed. Let us review what I have done. I have written a single line comment. The intention of the program, that is to read all types of data using scanner class, and we are working in a package called programs. We need two classes, system and scanner, which are available in a package called java.lang and fill, that are imported into our program. And we need a class and a main method. So within the main method, I have taken 10 local variables to read different types of data. So we have byte, short, int, float, double, boolean, char, and two string variables. So to read data, we need a scanner object. For that, I have created a scanner object and passed the parameter system.in. And I'm asking the user to enter a byte, and we have a method called next byte, and the value is given variable b. Similarly, we have done for the remaining variables, and we have used the built-in methods for every specific data. So mainly we need to remember the character. So the character, to read a character, we need two methods. One is next, the other one is caret of 0. And to read strings, we have next and we have next line, right? So next reads only one word, and next line reads multiple words. Great. So there are no errors in the program. If there are any errors, we get a red underline mark to the text what we have typed, but there are no red marks in my program. So let us run. To run the Java program, here we have a icon, arrow icon with green color. So, and you can see the text run scanner demo.java. If there are any errors, it shows the errors. Otherwise, the program gets executed. Great. There are no errors, and we executed the program successfully, and it is asking for a byte. So let us go with some inputs. I am giving 5 as input. It is asking short value. I am going with some 10. It is an integer, so I go with some 1576, and a long value, which is a big value, go with some big value. I need a float, so where I have some fractional values, uh, double, right? Then boolean. So boolean, it may be true or false, giving a true. So character, it is asking character, go with some capital A or small a. It is asking a string with one word. I type dprec. Oh, doesn't read one more string with multiple words. So what happened? So we got the day all types of values in the output. So we got byte 5, short 10, integer, long, float, double, boolean, character, and the single word, but we didn't get the multiple words result because we have not given input here. So there is some issue. So what happened here is, so after giving the string has input here, you have pressed the enter key. and the enter key is given to the next variable, because the new line is also a character which is entered into S2. So that is the issue raised here, right? So here we have read GPREC and pressed the enter key, and the enter key is given to S2. So to skip the enter key, so we need to add the next line method, sc dot next line, right? So where the new line is entered into this next line method, then again it asks for one more string. I just save it. Hope you understood. So because a string with one word, when you read this GPREC, you have pressed enter key, that is given to S2. So to skip this, we need to add one more line of code, that is sc dot next line. Let us check whether the program gets executed successfully or not. I am running the scanner demo one.java. It is asking for byte, dot, an integer, a long value, a float value, a double value, a boolean value. So go with some false, a character. So go with some capital T, a word. I go with GPREC. Now you can see the cursor is waiting for the input. So now I give GPREC space kernel with some pin code. So where I have given multiple words and press enter key. Let us check whether we get all types of values in the output. Great. So it is giving all types of input values as output, right? So here we have the output has started, and you can also write a line here where your output has started. Program output. Here the exact output has started. So I run one more time. It is asking for byte, dot, an integer, a long value, a float value, a double value, a boolean value, character, a string with single word, and string with multiple words. Give space, right? GPREC, some kernel, some pin code, and your yes. Great. So there are no issues, and we got the respective. The program output has started here, and we got the respective values as result. 5, 10, 5, 2, 5, 2, 5, 4, 7, 7, 3, 34.2, or GP 51. We got all the right outputs as result, and there are no issues in the program. In this program, so our intention is to how to read all types of data so that we can write any type of program in the future. Hope you have all enjoyed the video and you gain some knowledge how to write a Java program using scanner class to read all types of data. Thank you for your patience listening. Uh, we come with next video in the coming days. I request all the audience to go through the video, give comments, like the video, and share with your friends, and give the suggestions what type of videos I need to create so that I can focus on the content. Thank you for your patience listening. Just wind up here.